Southwest Airlines. This is terrorism. This is the conspiracy to murder, the gang stalking entity that is targeting an American citizen. And targeting is very clear, flying over my head on the sidewalk where the fake sun moves as I move. All right, that's P.O.C. This is Grocery Outlet. Ontario International Airport is gang stalking in the same manner at 12:51 p.m. While I'm in this parking lot, the Ontario police are gang stalking while they are stalking in the parking lot and behind me, and stalking is recognized in that specific environment, which is supernatural. Grocery Outlet is also the same crime scene where the fake sun is also setting, and this is the entity that's engaged in this key, and they're doing so pursuant to knowledge of surveillance. So this is the Ontario Police Department that's being disbanded for gang stalking with the City of Ontario. That includes the Ontario International Airport. The Ontario Police Department is being for this ongoing surveillance that's committed in furtherance of a conspiracy to murder. And Southwest Airlines is engaged in gang stalking in the same manner at the same time at the Ontario Town Square, for example. And Ontario Town Square is a state facilitated venue where the sun is not at the same time north of this location. And you want to pay attention to the entity that's going out of its way to obviously engage in state surveillance, state targeting, threatening someone that they know is also documenting and putting it on the internet, because that's relevant to federal time in prison. This is relevant to the impunity. This is relevant to the people of the state that engage in targeting you by kidnapping with the Ontario police. For example, Ocean at Starbucks at 507 North Euclid Avenue, where the sun is not at the same time. 7:17 a.m. L. Edwards is engaging in criminal summoning with Starbucks at 507 North Euclid Avenue. That is not at Grocery Outlet. That is not adjacent to Economy Inn. That is not going to have the sun next to L. Edwards' head in the Starbucks on Euclid Avenue. This is where the entity is flying over my head. In Southwest Airlines, the city is going out of its way targeting. That's exactly what the Ontario Police Department were doing. And L. Edwards, A. Quesada, and Alex Escobar are going to federal prison. This is P.O.C. And this is the impunity with which they commit kidnappings, that they defame American citizens, that they engage in criminal surveillance, and they abuse the law enforcement in doing so. And the people of the state, which is what the gang stalking airlines represent, are sharing in that criminal. And this is the entity that's engaging what is sacrificing American citizens and doing it on the World Wide Web, okay? This is the entity that is gang stalking under a fake sun. This is mental illness while you're engaging in that against an American citizen that's putting it on the internet. This has nothing to do with the published arrivals and departures either on the Ontario International website. And this is the same venue where the entity has the fake sun after 7 p.m. Look at what I documented at Economy Inn, which is right here, 2301 South Euclid Avenue, and the fake sun is in alignment to me while I'm standing at that parking lot, and you can see the fake sun, which is right here, reflecting off of a window in alignment to me at this same venue. This is where the entity is clearly engaging what is stalking. This is the mental illness, the impunity of an entity that is engaging in what is mentally deranged methods of stalking, which is shown to be underway by the government. That includes Paul Leon, Mike Lorenz, Alan D. Wapner, Michael Gherkin, and the entity that is gang stalking as a local government body that's going to be prosecuted for what they're doing very openly and obviously using commercial planes, which is in furtherance of a conspiracy to commit murder with the people of the state. All right, very foolish. And Ocean of Starbucks, they're going to federal prison for committing a kidnapping, which is how domestic terrorism is executed in the United States. And the entity is doing so with the Ontario Police Department. And this video evidence of engaging in this impunity, this level of disregard of federal law, while you're already being prosecuted on the internet, you're going to prison. That's the reward that they get for openly gang stalking, and the entity is doing so. You're going to look at the Ontario International website because it's not published sites, it's not published flights while they're stalking me, and it also has nothing to do with what would be published regarding arrivals and departures. It is 7:19 a.m. That's P.O.C. This is Grocery Outlet, 2275 South Euclid Avenue. This is the entity that provides that evidence against itself. Ocean at Starbucks is going to federal prison along with everybody else that was monitoring with the Ontario police under the malicious guise of criminal summoning, where the police departments are engaging in federal group stalking monitoring, gang stalking with the City of Ontario that's using commercial planes, and Alan D. Wapner is going to be removed from office. This is P.O.C. It's 7:19 a.m. I couldn't ask for a better defendant. P.O.C.